I paid $322 for this dirty room at the Aria Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. The Aria is one of the most popular hotels on the Las Vegas Strip, but it's not for everybody. You're about to find out who should and who should not stay at the Aria Las Vegas. Keep in mind that I do pay for all of my rooms myself so that I have the most freedom to say what I want, and everyone in hospitality so far has said they respect the way I do things. So let's go. First thing I noticed when I walked in here was this. Left behind. I did not bring this with me. I haven't touched it yet. Let's see if there's any stains on it or anything. All right. It doesn't look too disgusting, but it was just left behind. So, not a good start when you're paying this much for a room at a luxury property. Upon further inspection, we got long hair here. This is actually probably the hairiest room I've seen so far of all the places I've stayed at in Vegas. The room at Excalibur when I stayed there was cleaner than this. So, also, these two end lamps here don't work. Couldn't get them to turn on. I'm on the third floor, so I got really no good view. Walking over here, we find a ball of hair on the carpet. We go here in the corner and take a look. That was not fun to find. This room does have a considerable amount of wear and tear, especially supposed to be a luxury property. Like, it looks nice when you first walk in, but you start looking, you see like some of the damage this place has had over time. Now, speaking of damage, there's this like stain or something that was probably gooey at one point in time that is now dried up here on the wall. Well, that's been on there for a while. There we go. Scraped off whatever that was. So let's check the bed. It's okay. All right. Pillows are a good balance between firm and soft. I don't see any other hairs. I see nothing creepy crawly. That's good. Lift this. Okay. So fortunately, the bed itself looks pretty good. Now, we'll step in here to the bathroom where we definitely have more hairs to go through. So come in here, hair in the sink, a cluster of hairs down here in the corner. Open up the shower tub combo here. We have hair in the shower and hair in the tub. Step into the bathroom. We have hair right here at the base of the toilet. We also have water that I don't think is leaking because the base of the toilet's not wet. So I don't know if when they were cleaning, they just spilled water on the side and just left it. But the toilet itself is clean. Yeah, fortunately the toilet itself is clean, but yeah, plenty of hairs and other just stuff that's unappealing. This is a king deluxe room. Now that all the dirty crap is out of the way, if you look at the rest of the room, you got two end tables, you have a work desk right here, comes with a TV, then you have the fully stocked mini fridge, and of course, you know that these prices are absolutely not gonna be cheap. So if you grab anything out of the mini fridge, anything on top of the counter here, you're gonna be paying for it. Then you got two cushion seats here and a view of the roof. Since this is a luxury property, one thing it does come with, you'll notice, are two robes. So if you wanna wear these down to the pool or something like that, then you can while you're here at the Aria. And they do have a nice mirror that's almost full length, but if you're taller, even a taller person like me, this mirror will do just fine as you're getting your clothes on before you head out. The Aria is supposed to be a place that brands itself as a luxury property. So to get this for the price I paid is pretty disappointing, because I've paid about a third this price before and had cleaner rooms here on the Las Vegas Strip at places that are not considered branded luxury properties. And this situation, I'm not gonna be leaving a tip. So whether it was the housekeeper just didn't care, or it was the housekeeper didn't have enough time because of the supervisor scheduling, either way, I'm not leaving a tip for balls of hair on the carpet, in the bathroom, stains on the wall, and a rag left behind out in the open. But now, let's go check out the rest of the property. So even when I step out of the room into the hallway, I notice like right outside my door is not very clean. I notice the room near me has a stain on this wall here. And then you look right across over here, Several more stains on that wall. Like I said, it's supposed to be luxury, but it kind of looks like it, but doesn't feel like it. General thoughts on the casino floor here at Aria. So they do have the poker room where it says right off their website they have daily and nightly tournaments as well as live action games. Sportsbook available, although it is like tucked away in the corner. The casino floor is pretty good size. They've probably got over 2,000 different machines you can play, dozens of table games. They do have a high limit room that's a little smaller, but they do have pretty good options in there when they're busy. They have 2 separate high limit rooms for slots, each with at least 50 different machines for slots and video poker. The layout of the place and the overall feeling of Aria, like I'm personally not a big fan of it. Inside here is kind of dark, it's not that well lit. It kind of feels like a corporate office building, like a big government building with just like the darker grayish color to it. I guess I just personally prefer more lights and it makes the floor feel like it's got more energy. So I'm not a big fan of that personally, but the casino floor is more than enough to keep you entertained. The table minimums here at the Aria Hotel and Casino Las Vegas on a weekday afternoon. 6-5 blackjack is $15, 3-2 is $25, craps is $15, crapless craps is $15, Ultimate Texas Hold'em $15, free bet blackjack $15, face up pie gow $50, 000 roulette $25, 00 roulette $25, 3-card poker $25, no commission mini baccarat $25. And the high limit 3-2 blackjack is $100, single 0 roulette is $100. The electronic table game minimums, craps is $3, crapless craps is $5, blackjack is $5, roulette is $5, baccarat is $10, and Mega Mania Super Spin is $1. The cheapest drinks you're gonna find here at the casino bar at Aria. Beers begin at $12 and cocktails begin at $18. One of the most popular restaurants in the entire Aria property is arguably right here behind me at Javier's. Right in the center of the property is a very popular Mexican spot. It's not gonna be cheap pricing, okay? You're at a luxury property, center strip, so you're gonna be paying a premium. But as you can see, it is one of the most popular places here at the property. If you love Las Vegas but are tired of how expensive it is getting, we've got a solution for you. Every month, we send deals out to over 30,000 people for free with over $1,000 in total savings you can use across the Vegas Valley to have a better vacation. Just use the link below or the QR code on screen to save yourself hours of time researching and get great, amazing Vegas deals sent to you in your inbox for free. From the airport to Aria is about a 3-mile drive. There are several stops nearby if you're taking the Deuce bus along the strip. It runs 24/7 and picks up every 10 to 15 minutes from 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. and every 20 minutes from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. Parking is $20 during the week and $25 on the weekends. One annoying thing about Aria's parking garage is that there's only 1 gate to get in and 2 to get out. So if it's busy and one person gets stuck trying to use the machine, then you may be waiting a while. There's usually an employee available to help, but I have seen when no one is there to help also. So transportation here at Aria, keep this in mind. They have 2 valets. I'm at the North Valet right now. It's next to Jewel Nightclub and next to the walking path that connects you to Vidara, Bellagio, and Cosmo. Up here, valet and rideshare drop off on the top level. But for pickup, you have to take the escalator down by Jewel Nightclub and get picked up on the lower level. The main valet, rideshare can drop off, and that's it. And then, of course, the main valet, you can drop off or pick up your car there. Here at the tram station, that actually is right in between where Aria and Park MGM connect and they meet indoors. So you can hop on the tram here, it'll take you to a stop at Crystal's, and then the other stop is gonna be at the end where it stops right where Bellagio and Vidara are. So if you ever wanna take this, you don't have to walk, especially if the weather's bad, it's too hot, or it's raining, you can take the tram to get you between these properties easier. So just a short escalator ride up from the casino floor, you get the Proper Eats food hall. There's no shortage of food here at the Aria Hotel and Casino, but Proper Eats is one of the popular spots because you have a variety of places. You have your Korean, sushi, burgers, Italian, among other things, plenty of drink options, happy hour, indoor and outdoor seating you can find right here at the Proper Eats food hall. At the Proper Eats food hall, I chose to eat at Lola's Burgers. Ordering on the kiosk was simple enough, but it is annoying that they make you enter a phone number to finish your order. And it is a bit surprising to be tipping in advance for eating a burger. Suggested tipping begins at 18%. I ordered the smash burger for $17 plus 20% tip, plus tax for a total of $21.82. It came with 2 patties, cheese, sesame bun, pickles, grilled onions, and Russian dressing. No fries or onion rings are included. You get the burger and that is it. The burger was charred nicely, and as you can see, it was plenty juicy. The patties tasted great while the pickles and onions complemented the meat nicely. If I was at Aria again looking for something I could order relatively quickly, I would definitely order this at Lola's Burgers again. I visited the Aria pool back when I stayed at the Vdara Hotel. They do allow Aria and Vdara guests both to use this pool. You will have to swipe your room key at the entrance to get access. They have 3 pools available during the season, including one shallow one that was popular with families with little kids. There's plenty of lounge chairs, day beds, and cabanas available. You can order food and drink from a menu, as well as enjoy an outdoor massage if you like. And if you really want the party scene, then you can go to Liquid Pool Lounge. The day club is 16,000 square feet with a 1,200 square feet pool, 8 cabanas, and a live DJ to keep the party going. And although the pool area at Aria is good enough for most, I'd probably prefer Bellagio, Resorts World, or Fontainebleau. And if I really wanted to watch sports while at the pool, I would prefer either Sahara or Circa. If you're looking for the party scene here at Aria, they have Jewel Nightclub. It's been around for years. Down the escalator, over 24,000 square feet, party spot on the weekends you can come to if you want the fun atmosphere. They do have a dress code though, so make sure you check the website so that you're within dress code before you arrive. So for conference and convention options, they do have a convention center here. I've actually been inside it before for an event. It is pretty sizable. It's not going to be as big as at the Venetian Palazzo or the Las Vegas Convention Center, but if you're coming here for an event or you're thinking about hosting a conference event or speaking engagement or something like that, they can handle a pretty sizable crowd here at the Aria. The fitness center on the second floor at Aria is sizable at 6,000 square feet. It's not as spacious as Resorts World or Fontainebleau, but it's bigger than properties like Excalibur, Treasure Island, Sahara, and Trump. They have dozens of cardio machines to choose from between treadmills, ellipticals, bikes, and stair steppers. They have a free weight area with enough dumbbell selection for just about anyone. They also have numerous machines for specific body parts, as well as physio balls, floor mats, and room to stretch. There are some small lockers available along with cold towels to cool you off after your workout. In addition to the main fitness center, they also have a cardio room on the second floor between the Starbucks and the elevators that go to your room. It's open 24 hours, and they do let Vdara guests use it as well, but it's much smaller than the main gym. This one only has about half a dozen cardio machines, a couple benches to go with a limited selection of dumbbells, and a small stretching area. It's not fancy, but if you need to get some exercise outside of the normal fitness center hours, this will be sufficient for most people. Several MGM employees told me Aria's spa is the best and largest at any MGM property in Vegas. The website says it's a Forbes Travel Guide 5-star award winner and the largest Forbes 5-star spa in the world. It's next to the fitness center on the second floor. After check-in, staff escorts you up one level by elevator. I booked the cheapest service, a 50-minute custom massage on a Monday for $190 plus a 20% auto gratuity totaling $228. The massage was adequate, the room was standard, the table does heat up, and the back lying position includes a warm neck pillow. A menu of upgrades are available inside the room. The locker area is spacious like Bellagio's and avoids the cramped feel of Resorts World or Fontainebleau. There's one private changing room if you want. If you forget swim trunks, like I did, they give you a disposable pair. The gendered areas had 4 hot tubs, 3 hot and 1 cold, though the cold tub is really just room temperature. Nearby are a dry sauna, eucalyptus steam room, and cold towels. The standout feature is definitely the outdoor infinity pool overlooking Liquid Day Club and the main pool deck. On a weekday, it wasn't busy, the weather was great, and it was a unique amenity I've never seen at another spa. The fruit was fresh, and they offered plenty of water, tea, and decent snacks. Staff were courteous, but the men's lounge was the noisiest I've ever been in, with employees talking, laughing, and even playing a laptop video on speaker at one point. If you want quiet, the 2 meditation rooms are your best bet. One salt room with massage chairs, and another with a heated stone floor you lie on. Aria is the only spa I've ever seen with that feature. The sink area of the locker room has all the essentials: toothbrushes, deodorant, hairspray, lotion, etc. Each shower has a hook and shelf inside, so you don't have to leave your items on the outside. This was also something I've never seen at anywhere else but Aria. There are 2 shower heads, one fixed, one handled, with multiple settings that you can adjust to your liking. The spa is large, but still smaller than Resorts World's or Fontainebleau's. The infinity pool is the highlight of this spa, but I imagine on weekends during pool season are much louder with Liquid Day Club's music. Overall, the spa is good, but I wouldn't call it a 5-star experience. I found it easier to relax at Vdara's nap room, and the larger spas at Resorts World and Fontainebleau simply offer more amenities in both gendered and co-ed spaces. So, who is a good fit to stay here at the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas? Well, anyone who likes paying over $300 for a dirty room on a weekday. Just kidding. In all seriousness, if you like being at the center of the strip, this is going to be more of an ideal spot for you. Whether you're solo or whether you're a couple, it can work. If you're a business, convention traveler, absolutely. Whether your conference is here at Aria or you're just staying here, you have plenty of great restaurants nearby. You can go to get food and drink with your coworkers, your sales team, anybody that you want to keep as a client or anything like that. You can definitely have business discussions here in the area. It feels like a corporate property, so it has that element and that aspect to it. Bachelor, bachelorette parties, you want to do some of the fun party stuff. Yes, there's Jewel Nightclub, but you're at the center of the strip. You have plenty of other options and fun things you can do, whether it's day clubs, nightclubs, other fun activities and that sort of thing. Families, you could. I mean, would I probably want to stay with a family here? Probably not. There's not really anything for kids to do here, but you are at the center of the strip, so you do have plenty of other options nearby if you want to do that. But I would not call this a real family-friendly property. Well, good morning, everyone. Just got out of the shower here, which shower was nice. No different options though for how, the water gets dispersed, only one, but either way, adequate with shower enough. Went to the gym this morning. Dude, it was freaking packed on a Thursday morning because they got the convention crowd here. So the business folks, when they're traveling, they still take care of their health and their body. So shout out to them. Of all the hotel stays I've done so far, this one has cost me the most money because I do pay for my own rooms when I do these. So I can tell you whatever the heck I want. All right, and I get to book it online just like you guys would, and sometimes I get a good room, sometimes I don't. And today, this one was not. So for the price I pay, $322 out the door. This is probably the third dirtiest room I've had behind, Circus and Harrah's. And then the spa on top of that. So, to put this together was a pricier one for me. And it's supposed to be luxury, but I have stayed in rooms that were out the door cheaper than $100 that were cleaner than this room. And in the morning light here, you can see more of the wear and tear this room has had over time. So for a place that brands itself as luxury, it doesn't quite feel like it. I mean, it feels like it really used an update. Other things to keep in mind with the property here, even though you're a strip property, it's actually a little walk from the front to the strip here. So it's not like staying at, Flamingo. You walk right out and you're onto the strip, or at MGM Grand or something like that. When you leave the front area here, you do have a little bit of a walk to get to the strip, either down the pathway by the main valet, or you got to go through Crystals. The property layout in general is also just kind of weird here. When you have like the two valet areas with different rules for rideshare, getting to the room was a little more navigating. The first time I was trying to get to my room, it wasn't as easy and straightforward as other places. So they do have security check your room key before you get the elevators. When I was in the wrong elevator, you actually had to scan your room key to press the button to go up. But in this elevator, you don't have to do that. I guess when you're on the lower floor, you don't have to scan your key. It'll just take you right to your room. Also, if you're parking here, they have, one gate going in and only 2 gates going out. So for how big this is, I think it's 4,000 rooms, the amount of people going in and out of that parking garage, only 1 gate in, 2 gates out, that can quickly become a mess if someone gets stuck and is having issues at the gate and the line gets all backed up. Employee shoutouts. Don't have as many to do here because, I interacted with some employees, but I didn't see name tags on anyone here. So I did self-check-in when I got here because there was a pretty decent line, so did not talk to anyone at the front desk. All the security guards, the elevator that I interacted with were nice. They were courteous. Talked to one bartender on the casino floor and then one guy who was out in the valet area. And that was it for employees. But like I said, no name tags, so I don't have any names to shout out. But thank you to everyone. So I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Tell me what you think about it. If there's anything I missed, please feel free to share. If you stayed here before, tell me what your experience was like. That's it for this video. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.